Hey guys, Roxanne here from Tiny Home Living. Well, today Chris and Bob went on another little search and destroy mission, came home with some goodies. I'll show you those in a few minutes. Chris is starting to work on the door jamb for the bathroom door. How exciting is that? But before we get started, you know the drill. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share this video with your family and friends. And let's get started with our day. So Chris has got the figured out. We held the door up so that we could see where the slats were, where we wanted to put the brackets. So we secured those. We didn't use the black screws again because they have the really big rounded heads, the ones that came with these hinges, because of course they are meant for gates. So we're using the really good long screws, framing screws, and now we just have to hold it in place and screw it to the door. Just like that. Easy sneezy. Ha ha. Okay.
No, I don't want to disturb those shades.
Okay. I'll try and guide it onto them without... Yep.
Okay, now just keep the door from falling in.
Okay.
You got it?
Yep, I got it.
I'm going to do some pilot holes.
Okay. Pilot holes. In case you didn't hear that.
Just do one there.
Now, is that bottom one against the door now? Yep, it's okay.
And let me put some more in.
Okay. So, there you go. Got all three hinges on. Somebody's got a vacuum again today, clearly. And now I did want the door obviously to swing into the bathroom, so the black hinges are on this side, which doesn't thrill me, but whatever. And because, you know, the shower's right here, I'll be stepping out here, I'm gonna put towels, like hooks for towels in there. But I think this looks so pretty. I like that satin finish. It's not too shiny, but I think that looks really good. Chris is just measuring because the piece of the jamb that's at the top, it's a little too tight. So he's thinking rather than fiddle with it, he's going to take it up to Bob's and put it through the planer and take a couple of shavings off of the back side of it, the part that's not painted. Got my first coat of paint on this side of the little clock. It's almost dry already. I can't believe how fast this stuff dries. So, hopefully get another coat on here today. So we may end up having to move these things that I have the herbs in, because of course we would plant it in the one spot where we think we're going to put this little barn in here. So we've got to decide which trees we're going to cut down. Look at the grass out here already. We need to get the garden tilled so Chris can switch to the mower and get this mowed. This tree that's late behind the other ones is starting to come out now. This little, look at how deep and how long this grass is. I can't believe it. Ooh, look at this little cherry tree. Just covered in leaves. And this Battleford one is finally starting to leaf out some of the branches. Look at that deadfall. It just makes me crazy coming out here. Look at this one. That's the Gloria. Look at the leaves on it. Tons of leaves on this one. And then this one is the one that's always the first, even though it's the twiggy looking thing that's only, I call it the slingshot. Looks like a slingshot to me. And this is the tree that is the head of them all. This is the first one that leaves out. Look at the buds in there. Look at the paint on my fingers too. That's blossoms in there. Lots of blossoms, that's a good sign. Look at them. No, I think those are clumps of blossoms though. Uh-oh, these need to be cleaned. And this is the biggest of the cherry trees. Look at this one. Looking pretty good. My goodness. It's a cloudy day and a little chilly, and it's still almost 30 Celsius in here. My sage is going crazy. Look at this, how big these are getting. That's a pepper, I think. These are all tomatoes. Don't see much. Well, there's a couple more peppers that have popped up. Oh, and something over there too. I can't read the stick on that side. What is it? Oh, red. Oh, that's one of the tomatoes from Ontario, I hope. Come on. Awesome. Still don't see anything down here yet, but I see some green moss growing on there, so there's enough moisture in there. I'm not going to water it anymore. And again, every time I look at this thing, look at these. This is crazy. Every time I look at this thing, there's more growth on it. And those two new ones are doing beautifully too. Not sure about this thing yet. Jury's still out. There's lots of moisture in there too. So this is one of the crabapple trees. I don't know if I should prune these lower branches off or not. Maybe just 3 or 4 of the lowest ones. I keep meaning to look in my book to check into that. The crabapples on these two crabapple trees are so dark, and they were just beautiful. So, and there you can see the blossoms. Tons of blossoms going to come out on there too. Look at one of the chickens on the trailer. They were all in the garden just a minute ago. And like I said, I'm hoping I don't lose this pear tree, but I do see some stuff on it now that concerns me. Ah, that's going to make me upset if I lose this one too. Blossom's coming. Now, I don't know if I showed you the other day, we put some of the plastic from the greenhouse on that end of the chicken tractor because it was so windy out here. I came out last night at like 1 in the morning and checked on them, and they were in a big clump at this end and a big clump at the other end. Now that, I mean, to me they don't look like they're all feathered out, but They're doing well. They're eating like crazy and they're getting really big really fast. I still can't tell which ones are hens and which ones are roosters. There's might be a little bit of a difference, I'm not sure. They're all coming into the potato patch again. So we clearly are going to have to fence this off too. Chris is just going to do it with chicken wire or something. Keep them out. Hey little chicken. This is the one that escaped the butcher last year. You guys are just going to follow me out here, are you? I don't have any treats. I don't have anything for you. The way these guys run after Chris, I'm surprised they don't run down the road behind the truck when he goes to Bob's. They're so funny. He's like the Pied Piper. I guess I am too now, am I? Yep, they're all just gonna follow me. Crazy chickens. The ones in the garden are thinking, maybe we should go too. So how's that for a skid? You can see the slats are thicker too. You got double 2x4s there on the one underneath. All of them do. And these are 8x16. So Chris is going to stand them up. So there'll be 8-foot walls by 16. And he's going to do a 16x16 barn for the cow. And what we're going to do is we're going to take apart the other long skids and put the slats over the openings. And it'll look sort of like a board and batten. And he has the professional sprayer. So once he gets the walls up before he puts the roof on, he's going to spray it with red paint. So it'll be a little red barn. And of course I insisted on a gambrel roof because it has to be cute, you know. So this is what him and Bob went to get today. Bob already got some earlier too, but this is what we're going to make our little barn out of. So we will get some dimensional lumber to build the trusses out of, and then have to put steel on it. Bob might have some leftover steel once he's got his little cabin done, and he said if he does, take whatever you want. So we will put steel on the roof probably. And then, like I said, we'll use other skids to fill in the gaps to do like a board and batten look. Once those are all filled in, Chris will spray it, and we'll have a little red barn out back. And hopefully a dairy cow in it. How exciting is that? I am gonna lose my mind when I have fresh cream and fresh butter and everything in the house. I should have brought my cane out here. It's way out at the front of the property, and I figured out that it's teetering on this boot the way I walk like a penguin that's causing my back to pinch, I think. I really noticed it when I walked on the... Oh, see, look at the goose. It was just a goose that went over, but Rusty alerted the girls and they went close to the bush, you see. He really does well taking care of them. He's still keeping an eye on it. But we had a bald eagle circling the other day, so he does an awesome job. Look at the grass out here, how long it is. Holy smokes. Oh my goodness, everything's going green so fast, but that's awesome. Anyway, like I was saying, just another thing to make me lose my mind, having a dairy cow and being able to go out and get fresh milk every day. Oh yes, and I was talking about my poor sore back. The pinched nerve in it, I think, is from me walking back and forth, and I noticed on the uneven ground when I went out to check on the little birds, when I tipped, that's when it pinched really bad, so I think that's what's causing it. Now I'm either using my cane because it forces me to not teeter so much, or I'm just having to go really slow. So, lots of exciting stuff today. So happy to get those skids. Somebody Bob knows works at some place that has them occasionally, so big score there, you know. And We're down to 2 days till we hope to see babies hatch. And of course my mind will explode on that day too. And so lots of fun stuff going on. Fun for me anyway. I don't know if it's fun for you guys or not. Look at these guys sitting here, nesting in the straw at the base of that thing. It's nice to have this filled in too, so that if it does get wet, the girls are not walking around in mud. Not too sure, I still haven't found any eggs in here, but it wouldn't surprise me in the least. Haven't been checking out here either. They were laying them in the corner there last year, so. And Chris got this little thing all finished up for Ruby, so it's ready. Just gonna check on my little Ruby again too. She doesn't like it when I open the door. The wind is just picking up. And but she's such a sweet baby anyway, aren't you? Yes, you are such a sweet girl. Yes, you are. I won't stay long. I'll close the door so it's not windy. Doing such a good job keeping your babies warm, aren't ya? And you got food too, don't ya? Skip the dishes came again today. Yeah. Chris said he's got all the trim done too, so once this door jamb is in, he'll be able to put the trim around the door and these little bits of baseboard down here and down there. All those little finishing touches. I really like the way he did the door at this end of the kitchen. So it's really super simple and easy and, you know, kind of rustic looking. Rustic chic, that's the thing. Well guys, that was a pretty exciting day. Getting those big skids to build the little barn with, getting the bathroom door hung, and seeing how beautiful it looks, and also counting down 2 days to go till maybe babies. So we shall see. Not long to wait now. So we're done for the day. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell and share this video with your family and friends. And we'll see you next time.